Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Caitlin, and in this video I will show you how to make an Encanto themed tsunami cake. Have you tried this cake trend before? Let us know in the comments below. These tsunami cakes have been a popular trend seen on TikTok. When making this cake, you can use a full-size doll, as well as a half-body doll, a fondant figure, or an edible image. For this cake, I used an edible image. Keep watching this video to learn what to use as a backing on the edible image. Let's get started. For my tsunami cake, I used an edible image character. To make an edible image figure, print out your character on an edible icing sheet. Then, cut out the top half of the character while the backing is still attached. Next, dust a silicone mat with powdered sugar and roll some white fondant to a 1/4 inch thick. Remove the backing from the edible image and paint clear piping gel on the back side of the image. Flip the edible image over and attach to the fondant, securing the edges. Use a small knife to cut around the edge of the edible image. Remove the excess fondant, then flip the mat over and gently peel the fondant from the mat. Use your finger or a modeling tool to smooth the edges. Set this aside to dry for 10 to 15 minutes. For the final step of making this figure, melt a small amount of white chocolate candy coating in the microwave. Use 30-second intervals to melt the chocolate and stir between each interval. Once the chocolate is melted, flip the image over so the fondant side is showing. Pour a small amount of chocolate on the fondant and spread to the edge with a spatula. Be sure the chocolate does not get too close to the edge and fall down the sides, as this will require more cleanup and the edges will not look clean. Allow this chocolate to set up at room temperature for 15 to 20 minutes. While the chocolate is setting up, we can prepare our chocolate ganache for the cake. Start by melting 1 pound of white chocolate candy coating in the microwave using 30-second intervals and stirring between each interval. Once the chocolate is melted, add your desired shade of oil-based candy color. I decided to use sky blue and teal to match my character's skirt. Now that the chocolate is colored, measure 1/4 cup of warm water and add half to the chocolate and stir. The chocolate will seize, but this is what it's supposed to do. Add the remaining water and continue stirring until the chocolate is smooth. This may take up to 10 minutes. If you have mixed your chocolate for this amount of time and there are still lumps, place it in the microwave for 10 seconds and stir. Continue this process until your chocolate is smooth. The chocolate needs to be at the perfect temperature and consistency in order for it to flow down the entire cake and form a thick enough layer so you can't see the cake through the chocolate ganache. To check to see if your chocolate is ready, it should be warm to the touch, not hot, and it should be able to drizzle off of your spatula. If you can see your spatula through the ganache, then it is too thin and you will either have to let your chocolate cool if it is too hot, or if it is at the right temperature, you will need to add more melted chocolate. If the ganache flows off of the spatula and you cannot see the spatula through the chocolate, then it is ready to be poured. Set up your cake by placing a round cutter or a pan smaller than your cake on top of a parchment-lined baking sheet. Then place your cake on top of the cutter or pan. The sheet pan will catch all of the excess ganache and sprinkles to make for easier cleanup. Place a tall round cookie cutter or acetate sheet around the top of your cake. Gently press the cutter into the cake so that it seals and the chocolate ganache will not flow through the bottom. Pour your chocolate ganache into a liquid measuring cup for easier pouring. Fill your cutter up almost to the top. Be sure to leave room for sprinkles or glitter. I used 1 cup of ganache for my cake, which is a 5-inch ball cake stacked on top of a 5-inch round cake. Add your desired sprinkle mix or glitter to the top. Be sure to cover all of the chocolate ganache. Gently pull up on your cutter and allow the ganache to flow down the cake. Quickly remove the cutter away from the cake so that it does not drip ganache on top of the sprinkles or glitter. Once the ganache is done flowing down your cake, gently push your character into the top. Then, use a spatula to clean up the bottom edge and place on a cake board. Add a buttercream border and sugar layons and this cake is finished. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and turning on the notifications. Your support will help us grow our channel and create more videos. If you have made a cake like this before, share your tips and tricks with us in the comments. If you would like to see more videos like this one, check out the Cake Inspiration playlist on our channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our newest products, and be sure to check out our stories for upcoming projects. Our social media links can be found in the description box below. We love to see how you use products from our store, so be sure to tag us in your posts. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.